Hey everybody, so this is our live business opportunity call. It's November 18th, it's 9 p.m. We're getting started. We will hit record, so this is going to be recorded for those of you that missed and couldn't be here with us live. And I'm going to share screen so you can see a little PowerPoint.
And my crayon.
And that's already said that, so we're going to go ahead and move on. For those that don't know me, my name is Bianca O'Brien. I am a wife. I am a mom of 3 girls, 13, 3, and 1. I also work as a registered nurse in a hospital here in Florida. In a little bit, you can color, honey. Sorry, I have my girl with me. I'm a registered nurse on a busy med-surg floor here in Florida. I work per diem now. And I'm also a flight attendant for a major U.S. airline. I've been working as a flight attendant for, it's going to be 12 years, I think, this next year coming up. And I'm a 3-star diamond coach. And you guys don't know what that means yet, but we'll get into that. So I'll let Nicole introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Nicole Wildeman, and I live in Michigan. I kind of told you a little bit about myself in our group, but I am a wife. I married my high school sweetheart, so we have been married for around 7 years now. I have 3 children. They are 5, 3, and 1, 2 girls and a boy. And I am a 2-star diamond coach. So I stay home with the kids. I have my master's in school guidance counseling and had fully intended on going into the work field. And I decided to follow my passion with Beachbody and stay home. So I manage the house, I manage the kids, and, my husband too. So
You manage your husband.
He's the manager. He sitting and manages the household, and I let him think that.
Yeah, they need to be managed. I agree. So this is a Team Beachbody business opportunity call, and maybe you know what Team Beachbody is, and maybe you don't. For the most part, the people that attend these calls are challengers who have had great success and then taken an interest in coaching. But sometimes you come out of the blue and you don't know what Beachbody is. So just in case, we're going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about it. So I find that a lot of times when I tell people about Beachbody, they're like, Beachbody what? Like they don't know what it is. But then when I mention our most famous programs like P90X, Insanity, the 21-Day Fix, the Body Beast, and T25, these are the big ones that are on TV, then they're like, oh, yeah, I know those. Duh. Who doesn't know P90X? Who doesn't know Insanity? So basically, Team Beachbody has been around for a while. They started off as Beachbody. And they offered these fitness programs for busy people to do at home. They figured that, people, life as busy as it is nowadays, not everybody has the time to go to a gym physically. So they developed they got these amazing personal trainers, and they developed these programs to help people have these great fitness results at home. So that's pretty much how it started. It started off as Beachbody. And then, kind of from one person telling another about the success they're having, it kind of like just snowballed into, awesome job, honey, into Team Beachbody, which is a peer-to-peer support system. So a coach is someone who is a part of Team Beachbody, and they offer their support as kind of like an accountability partner. We'll get a little bit more into what a coach is, but that's the difference between Beachbody and Team Beachbody. And, what's unique about it is that, there's a lot of companies out there that offer just the programs, fitness programs. And then there's a lot of companies that offer like weight loss solutions like Weight Watchers and, other shake companies. And what makes us unique is that we kind of offer that whole package together. So we do offer the fitness, the nutrition, the support system with the coach, and then rewards, because we do give $500 a day every day for people who have great transformations, and they post them on our website. So that's Team Beachbody. They figured that combination of those elements that I just explained to you has proven to give people the best results. So we really take a lot of pride in that, because we are the only company out there that does this. And we really think that this is like a really, really great transformation for most people, especially people who don't have the time to sit down and figure out what they need to eat when, and, go to a gym and work out every day. So it really is a good solution for busy people. And we have set out with a mission, which is to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy and fulfilling life. And for the most part, we do offer, the fitness programs and the weight loss solution. That's what we stand for. And we do want people to live healthier lives. But our main customers and our main product is the coaching opportunity, which we're going to tell you guys about. And that's what you're here for. So we'll get into that a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and go with this. Did you have anything to add to that, Nicole?
No, I think you covered it well. And I mean, really just providing a well-rounded wellness to everything from Shakeology to help from the inside out. And then also promoting a positivity and teamwork and, the team environment. That's really like you become part of a family, whether you're a challenger or a coach, becoming part of the Beachbody family.
Yep, agreed. All right, so a little bit of my story. I started as a coach in October of 2013. You can see the first picture there. That's my first picture. I had already done 225 at this point. I'll tell you how I started. So you see here in October, I had my baby of 2012. I had my second daughter, which was the one that was just here, Alessandra. And with her, I gained 65 pounds in my pregnancy. I have always been pretty active, and I never really had any problems gaining weight, but I was always that kind of person. I was always unhappy with my body. I was either a little bit overweight, and then I was dieting, starving myself, or doing something to, that classic yo-yo diet person. That was me. I had no idea what I was supposed to eat. I didn't know what healthy was. My idea of a healthy breakfast was drinking Diet Coke instead of regular Coke because that had less calories. So I really was clueless about clean eating. I had no idea what to eat, when to eat, or whatever. So when I gained that weight with that second pregnancy, it really terrified me because I didn't know what to do to get it off. And that created a lot of anxiety, and it kind of isolated me. We had just moved to Florida at that point, and I had no support system. I had no friends. I was isolated. I was just taken away from all my friends. I had no job, and I was overweight, and I had just had a baby, and I had a lot of infertility issues. And so and I struggled to have her for a long time. And so when I had her, I thought that there was something wrong with me because I wasn't happy. It's like, well, I wanted a baby for so long, and here I have this baby, and it's an amazing baby. It's healthy, and it's a good baby, and why am I not happy? And it kind of all tied down to my weight, and it kind of how isolated that weight gain made me feel. And so one day I was just kind of sick and tired of feeling the way I was. This is like 7 months later after I've had the baby. And I was watching an infomercial, and I saw Insanity on TV. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, this is like the perfect solution for me. I had not been exercising for 2 years, but I somehow thought that I was going to do Insanity in my house and I was going to be great. And so I did. I bought Insanity. And simultaneously, a friend in Virginia was doing the same thing, and she invited me to participate in this challenge group that she was doing. She had just become a coach, and she talked me into becoming a coach. I had no idea what a coach was, and so I did. I signed up as a coach, and I had been doing Insanity for 2 months, and I had only lost like 4 pounds because I hadn't really fixed my nutrition. Again, I was exercising, but I didn't know what to eat. So when she invited me to this challenge group and I was introduced to this concept of Shakeology and clean eating, it was like instant. So I'd been struggling for months and I had only lost 4 pounds. And I loved how strong I felt with Insanity, but I did not lose much weight. So when I started participating in this group, it was like everything kind of came together, and I learned about clean eating. And in 2 months, I lost 32 pounds. And it was something like, to me, it was like a gift from heaven because not only had I been struggling to lose that weight for a long time, it was also what Nicole was talking about earlier about that sense of companionship. I wasn't alone anymore. I had people, even though it was through a computer, it just kind of made me feel better to have that companionship and people supporting me and telling me what to eat and, just kind of struggling with me because, that initial transition from when you start losing weight and you start, what we call dieting, that's a struggle for most people. So, that was hard for me in the beginning. So just having that group that to plug into, to go to every day, that just really, really made a difference in my life. And it just kind of started from there. So from October, then it just transformed my life. And I learned how to clean eat, and I learned how to just maintain a healthy lifestyle overall. So that's what coaching's done for me. I definitely didn't do this for the business. Like I said, I've signed up to help out a friend. And eventually down the road, people were just looking at me and they were seeing the transformation, just not just the physical one, but also the outside one. I became a more positive person. I was happy again. And people just started, they wanted to know what I was doing because they saw the difference in me. And so I kind of started coaching. Okay, well then if you want to do it, let's do it. I got this group. And then it was just kind of snowballing. And all of a sudden I'm here, 3-star diamond. I can't even tell you how I did it because it wasn't like something I set out to do. I just kind of led with my heart, and this is how I got here. Nicole's going to tell you about her story.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to reply to Amy. She keeps getting disconnected. So she's going to listen to the recording. So my transformation, let's see here. I started coaching in October of last year. So it's been a little bit over a year. But before that, in my previous life, I was kind of the like lost soul. I've never really found my direction, but I knew I had a direction I wanted to find. And so I'm sort of the middle of the ground person. I've never been overweight, but I've never been confident in my ideal weight that I felt like I should be, or my ideal body image. And so like the picture on the left, that's after I had my second daughter. And everyone told me, you look great for just having a kid. And I didn't want to look great for just having a kid. I wanted to look great for me internally. I wanted to feel great. And so I struggled to get pregnant to begin with. I had a miscarriage, and then it took me a while to get pregnant with my oldest daughter. And so I kind of started feeling like my body was maybe failing me along the way. By my last pregnancy, I got pregnant with my son, and I had some problems during my pregnancy that made me where I wasn't able, like my first daughter, I was able to like do yoga, and I've always kind of had something that I did, but I never was like super comfortable at the gym. I was one of those people who would walk in there and have no idea what I was doing, but I would walk around there and like do a machine or like run on the treadmill, or I'd go to a yoga class here and there. So I did yoga with my first daughter, but my physical problems made me where I couldn't even sit on the floor and play with my toddler children when I was pregnant with my son, which was really hard because my husband traveled. He was gone for 10 days. So I had to tell them like, no, mommy can't kick a ball with you in the yard. And like, no, mommy can't sit on the floor and play puzzles with you, because I couldn't physically do it. And that was a huge hit to like my self-confidence and who I was. So I knew after my last pregnancy that it was going to be my last pregnancy, because I just couldn't handle, we had our house built. We were good. So I knew at that point, like, I didn't want to feel that feeling of, not being strong and not being able. And, so I had a friend that had done at-home workouts. She just seemed to know what she was doing. So I just messaged her and I said, hey, I don't know what it is you're doing, but I am exhausted. I have I had a 2-week-old at the time. And I said, I don't know when I'm going to be able to work out again because of my injuries. I have to see when the doctor is going to clear me, but I need energy. I need to be able to keep up with my 3 kids that are 4 and under. My son is colicky and my husband works nights, so I am up with him all night long and by myself, and I need to be able to keep up with the kids. I need stuff that all the family is going to eat. I thought I ate healthy, but I ate like whole wheat toast and a whole wheat wrap and some almonds and a granola bar that was low calorie, and I had no idea what it was actually doing to like drag me down in my day, because I thought it was all healthy food. So I was kind of like Bianca, where I thought I didn't really know how much of what I was supposed to be eating. And I would do like some planks if I could when I was sitting around with the kids, but I didn't have a routine going. And I kind of felt isolated on my own. My husband was gone a lot, and I was at the house with 3 kids. It's harder to get them dressed and out the door than it's worth to go do anything. So I was by myself a lot. And I graduated that previous June when I was still pregnant with my master's in school guidance counseling, and I had planned on going back to work after I had my son and we got through the holiday season. I had him the end of August, and I planned on doing this program in October when I had clearance and just doing it for me. And then I was presented with a coaching opportunity, and it was like, well, you know what? I really like what the products are, and I'll get a discount. And if I make a little extra Christmas money, that's fantastic. So just to help out and contribute, so I feel like I'm doing something. And by Christmas, I was hooked. I was in love with the family that it gave me that sense of somebody to talk to other than my children and my husband, who was busy at work all the time. It gave me a connection to other people that were positive and uplifting, and just pushed me to become a better person in all around. And one of the biggest things that really helped me is the company really teaches you to be a product of the product and to also do personal development. And the personal development is what got me through that rough time of kind of finding my body back and gaining my confidence back of who I am as a person. So after Christmas, I said, you know what, I was planning on looking for a job, but I'm at the point now, like, this is it. This is my passion and my dream and my, income that I needed to contribute to the family all combined into one. So I just kind of went with it from there. And a year later, I'm a 2-star diamond coach. And, I am outsourcing some things to do because I'm trying to expand my business even more. And I really see it as a business now. It's a family business. My husband's helping me and is there for me and stuff too. So, we've had fun. I don't know. I've gotten to go on trips and I love it.
It is a fun job. All right. So we're going to go ahead and go into what is a coach. So when people come in, like, that's the first question, like, they have no idea what we do. They think we just post some selfies on social media and then just work out every day and drink some kind of shake. But there's actually, like Nicole was saying, a whole business behind it. So first, let me tell you what a coach is not. So a coach is not a fitness or nutritional expert. I definitely am not. Like I told you guys, when I signed up to be a coach, I had no idea what to eat, I had no idea. So I'm an expert on nothing. That's how I like to call it. But definitely not a salesperson. I am one of those moms that buys the whole candy box because I'm not even going to ask people to buy, a fundraiser. So definitely not a salesperson. Someone who's out there go weight. Like I told you guys, when I signed up to be a coach, I was very overweight. I had just had the second baby and I was having a hard time with the weight loss. So definitely not my goal weight. If you had asked me to work the business at that point, I would have laughed at you. I signed up to be a coach to get a discount on the products. That was it. And definitely not a personal trainer. Like I said, I was kind of like Nicole. I would go to the gym and just kind of walk around and look at the machines. And I would kind of freak out a little bit because I would think that everybody was looking at me. And I would just go home and not do anything. And, that was me. I still don't know what to do with the machines. Now I'm doing Body Beast. So now I'm trying to learn. I'm starting to learn it.
I have Sadi to tell you what to
do. Exactly. So yeah, tell me what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and I'll get it done. So that's the kind of person I am. So a coach is someone who likes to help people, who is willing to work on their health and fitness, and who likes to learn and willing to be coached. That's huge. And then somebody that is looking for more positive and good energy in their life. So who can be a coach? I don't think that coaching is for everyone, but I do believe that anyone can make a really, really good coach. And it just takes your having a vision and believing in the things that you want for your life. Because it's so easy, like for everybody to see like what is expected or for what society tells you should do, which is go to school, get a 9-to-5 job, work 40 years, retire, and that's what you're supposed to do. Well, I believe that coaches, they know that life is meant for more. They know that there's a vision out there. They don't know, they can't see it. They don't know what their mission is yet, but they know that there's something bigger. And they're willing to work for that. They're willing to do the work today that most people are not willing to do so that they can reap the benefits of that later. And I know that that's why I'm here. I know that's why Nicole's here. And so you don't have to exactly know that coaching is going to be your lifetime adventure, that you're going to quit your full-time job and that this is going to be your, a career for the rest of your life. That's not what this is about. This is just about knowing that you need to grow as a person. whether that be physically, mentally, or financially, you know that you are meant for more, and that's what you're looking for out of life. So that's who I think the ideal coach is. Right, Nicole? Do you have anything to add to that?
Nope, that was good.
All right. You want to tell them what we do?
Yeah, you mentioned, working. So what do we do? What is our typical work? Most of you, if you've been a challenger, you've been a member of the Facebook groups. So you would be a person behind the Facebook groups that we don't just stick you out there on your own to run them first out the bat on your own, make up all the scripts and everything. Those are things that your coach would help you get in the door, run some together, and kind of get your feet wet until you're ready to fill the team on your own. And you would get in there every day and be the positive force, basically what you're doing now, and making sure that your challengers that you brought on board are being successful in posting and helping them stay accountable is the main thing that you do every day. You would also make sure that you are doing a fitness program, drinking Shakeology, and eating clean, which is probably, for me, that being a coach was one of the best ways to hold me accountable to those things. Because you may have that internal struggle of, oh, I'm going to snooze, or no one even knows you're doing it at home. Well, you go and you snooze 4 days in a row. Well, you can't post about that or have challengers that are looking to you to do those things and expect them to do it if you're not doing it. So it helped me get to my weight loss goals a lot quicker than what I may have been able to get myself to. The support and the accountability in your posting, it's really about how you can get a message out there and how you can help other people with just a simple quote. Maybe that's what they needed to hear for the day, and motivating them, some tips on drinking water, what clean eating is, how they can make this quick meal, or how you kind of incorporate this new lifestyle into your everyday life. There's so many fads and diets and trends and things out there that are not necessarily lifestyle changes. So this is just a way to get your message out there of how it really does change your life. And to, how you're staying accountable with the groups and to provide support to everybody. And then also by sharing your results and by continuing to strive for your results. It's not about the end result and being at your end result. I'm not where I want to be, and it's a year later. It's about posting your journey along the way and sharing your journey along the way with the ups, the downs, the struggles. You don't have to be 110% perfect. It's about the start to finish and where you're going, and then how you're continuing to maintain that if you are at your finish.
Yep. That's perfect. It ties it all together. So you don't have to know everything about the programs. Beachbody gives us these guides, and you kind of follow with it and put your own little twist into it. And we also have our own guides. So it's kind of like when you first sign up as a coach, you're going to be in one of our challenge groups, and you're going to be an apprentice coach, and you're going to watch what we do, and you're going to be in there motivating, and you're going to be there, possibly with people that you've brought along, and you're going to be that positive person. You don't necessarily have to post and say anything. You just kind of have to participate as a challenger. And then eventually down the road, 2-3 challenge groups later, when you're ready, we kick you off the nest and we give you a guide, and we're in there with you, and you start running your own challenge groups. It's a lot of fun. That's the best part. It's like Nicole was saying, it's what holds us accountable. I know that if it wasn't for the challenge groups, if it was just if I had the Shakeology and the fitness program and there was no coach, there was no middle ground, there was no group, I probably wouldn't still be here. It's not just about getting the results, it's about having that daily support, because it's a daily struggle. It doesn't matter how far into your fitness journey you are. Everybody struggles. There are those days that we don't want to get out of bed, and we're coaches, but we're not, we eat pizza and drink beer. I do. I don't know if Nicole does that. We're not perfect people. We are normal. So, and so will you be. You're not going to be in a cult, where all you eat is clean, and you're going to continue your normal life, and you're human as such. So those groups really help with that. So the big question is, how do we make money? This is the main thing everybody wants to know. So, okay, let's get into that. So as a coach, you receive 25% commission on everything that we sell at Beachbody. So anything that you send your coach link to for a customer to purchase, and they purchase, you will receive 25% commission on top of that. This is the main way that we earn upfront money. So this is how, when you start, this is where you're going to make most of your money. We're going to teach you how to find challengers for the groups. So how do we do that? We do that by using attraction marketing, which is, we post about our journey on Facebook, we share, and then people see this and they follow along with your journey and they want to be a part of what you're doing. So we teach you how to post. We have training for that. We do some inviting. So we talk to people about things that we're doing that are working for us, and we invite them to participate in our challenge group with us. We share our results. Like I said, transformation pictures are huge. It may be that it will take you 5-6 months, I don't know, however long, to post that first transformation picture. I know it did for me. It took a very long time, and even then it was like, I sat there staring at the screen for like an hour before I hit send. But it is, we do push you a little bit out of your comfort zone, and we won't tell you what to post, but we'll tell you what's most effective. So we'll give you some guidance in that sense. And then we're always products of the product. So if you go on my timeline, or if you follow me on Facebook, you know that I drink Shakeology every day. You know that I work out every day. You know that I do personal development because I share these things on my wall. So I am a product of the product. So people know that these things work because they see it working in me. There was another slide. Okay, so I'll elaborate on it. Do you want to talk about building a team and the rank? I don't know what happened to my slide. There was another one. I think I erased it by mistake.
Yeah, I mean, one of the other ways that you end up earning money down the road is different. You may see some of our weekly shout outs and things like that, where we're recognizing different like emeralds and diamonds and people who have gotten to different ranks. So basically there's different levels that you can get to, and then you would earn different commissions and bonuses along the way for those levels. So as you begin to build your team and get anywhere from a discount coach to a regular coach, and you begin to build them underneath of you, then you would get bonuses off of that. There's also fun things that you can earn, like I'll be going on a Success Club cruise this March. So that's one thing that at a certain level, and you get Success Club and you can sign up for that. Each year they have different things like that you can earn, and it's going to be all expenses paid with my resort dollars that I've earned over the time. So there are lots of trips. Bianca and I will be in LA in January, and going there for different conferences. So there are different things that the company rewards you with along the way as you get to certain levels too.
Yep. And that's the second way. So you make the first money up front with the commissions, but when you start talking about building a team, that's when you start making residual income. So it's kind of like you don't make anything off anything that your coaches sell. That's for them to keep. So let's say Nicole was my coach and she came on and she sold a challenge pack, she would get the complete 25% commission that is owed to her. I would take no part in that. But Beachbody does reward you for how well your team does. So they reward their leaders. So if Nicole happens to come on board and she happens to be a very high producer and she's earning all this money on all this commission, based on what she's making, Beachbody also gives me a percentage to reward me for the money for the volume that she's bringing in. So that's a little bit complicated to explain, but it is something that builds up. And when you start talking about rank, it's down the road. So when you're talking about the 5-star diamonds and the 2-star diamonds, and that's when you're getting up higher on those ranks, then you start accumulating these bonuses, and they do add up. And I don't know about you, Nicole, but I tend to make more money off the team bonuses than I do from my commission. So you could go a week without making a single sale, but if you have a team with you and your team's producing, you would still make money because Beachbody rewards you for what your team's producing, for you being a good leader, if that makes sense.
Yep.
It's complicated to explain, but just wanted to touch on that. So what are the other benefits of being a coach? So Nicole touched on it. All paid for trips. You get to be your own boss. So I, as a nurse, I worked full-time hours. You guys, I told you guys I'm a flight attendant as well. And as a mom of 3, when it was time for me to go back to work, and I looked at the amount of money that I was going to be paying in daycare, And I translated it into what I was making it as making at home as a coach. It paid off more for me to stay home with my girls than it did for me to send them to daycare. So I love it. I get to be my own boss. I don't have to take sick days, like if my girl's sick, I get to stay home with them. And, that's huge for me because as a flight attendant, I'm allowed 3 sick days a year. I don't know about you guys out there, but 3 sick days is what we get. And my kids are sick like 3 times in a month. So, so this is huge for me. I get to make my own hours. So when I first started working my business, I started working at 9 a.m. That wasn't working out. So I pushed it back. Now I start at 10. I work from 10 to 5 or whatever, but I do work full time now as a coach. So I get to dictate what those hours are going to look like for me. So I basically, when I'm home with my girls, I work around their schedule. So it's nap time, or it's, it's in whenever the little one goes to school, or, I get to dictate those. And that's huge for me. It means freedom for our family. You do get a supplemental income. You get the rewards that Beachbody gives you. I love rewarding my coaches. I know Nicole does too. Beachbody gives you rewards. You get rewards as our coaches as well. You get to get in shape, which if that alone is not enough reward, then I don't know what is. And you surround yourself with positive people. That's me right there with local coaches here that I just met recently. We just hosted a Super Saturday together. I never knew these people. They're amazing. They're awesome. And now we're friends. We get to hang out together. And these are all people that I would have never known if it wasn't for Beachbody. And you get to be a healthier and happier version of yourself, which this is, like I told you guys, people do notice this about me a lot. It's not just the physical transformation, because that one's easy to see. But, I depended on anxiety meds. I was a hot mess. So, just being able to be this positive, and then literally everybody that knows me is like, but your mom has cancer. How can you be smiling all the time? And I'm like, well, it's not, I just know that it's going to be okay. And it's just, you cannot be mad when you're exercising and you're healthy and you feel good. And, life gets me down, and it gets all of us down. But I do have a positive outlook. I know I'm going somewhere, and I have a vision for my life. And that gives me, all the positivity that I need to just push forward.
Mm-hmm.
So, Nicole.
So, if you just go and you start out and you think, where would I even begin? I don't know if I can handle this on my own. You will never be alone in this at all. And you can be successful with things like we have online training. We have a coach manual that we've made that really breaks everything down into terminology and what is what. And there's Coach Basics programs that are run by us within a Facebook, kind of like the same challenge groups, and where you're just getting information a little bit at a time. And there's guides, there's scripts for the groups, there's scripts on you're worrying about how am I going to even begin to talk to somebody about this program or about anything. Even if you're just starting on your own, you may not have all the background on the programs. So there are scripts and sample posts out there that you can sort of mirror and relate to your own life, so that you can learn some ways that you can talk to people. And also, we are always here to do one-on-one Zoom calls or one-on-one calls or Zoom calls as a team. Everyone in this entire organization is very connected, and everybody has something different to share, and everybody is so individualized and runs things so differently. So there's always different ways to apply this to yourself. And one of those ways is by doing like Zoom calls into groups. And, as leaders, we try to throw different people into groups and connect you together so that you can find someone to connect with, like as a success partner, that you can help hold each other accountable, and also support from your upline. If I'm ever not available, my upline's always available, and their upline's always available, that everyone's always there down the line to help you too. Each of us have our own individual team pages, which if you are in one of our downlines, you would be connected into that already. Or if you choose to move forward with coaching, you'd get connected into there, where we'll talk about different calls that are happening. Our uplines and our teams do a lot of calls. The corporation does a lot of calls where they'll have things recorded that you can listen to on different information or just motivational speaking. There is training in the back office that you can do. And we are all part of what's called the Dream Team, which is the #1 team in all of Beachbody. And we're on track to be the #1 team again for this year. Woo! She's very open about sharing in the downline and with all of the 340,000 coaches in there. She's very open to being available and also passing down information and being in tune with the entire team. So she does, Melanie Mitro is the one who's the Dream Team founder, and she has passed a lot of information down, and then the entire Dream Team organization has been the #1. So there's so much information out there, and everybody is so accessible in the entire company. So if you have a desire to learn about it, and you have a passion to learn about it, and you are willing to commit time to learning about it, then that's the tools are all out there for you to grab and for you to really make it what you want.
Yep. You don't have to do anything on your own. I love that you said that in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So great. Sounds good. And you're like, I can do this. So you're thinking, what's the cost? Okay. So there is a coach sign-up fee that costs $39.95. This is a one-time fee. You pay it one time to sign up to be a coach. You never have to pay it again. It is waived if you decide to order a challenge pack. So that makes your business free. So you can actually sign up, order a challenge pack. So to participate in the challenge group, you're going to need a challenge pack. So you'd order that, and then your $40 sign up fee is waived. Ongoing business fee, it's $15.95 every month. That covers your 2 websites, your Shakeology website and your regular website, tech support if you need anything with the computers, customer service. So your customers are going to get sent this link. They're going to go to this website. They're going to order from there, and then Beachbody goes and sends it to them. You'll have nothing to do with the middle order. So it's all handled by Beachbody. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to purchase any inventory and keep it at home, which is really great and differentiates us from other MLMs. And you also get the 25% discount on all products. So that $15.95 keeps you active as a coach. So you need to pay that every month in order to keep your business open. You can have all these fees waived, the sign-up fee and the monthly fee, if you are a military person, or that even a veteran as well, or a spouse of a military person. And there is no cancellation fees. There's no hidden costs. There's no surprise fees. So this is what I told you. That's all you're ever going to pay. There is a Team Beachbody Club membership that you can purchase on the side. I don't know about you, Nicole, but it's an awesome feature. It lets you stream all your stuff onto your phone or your mobile device. So a lot of customers choose to have it, especially people who travel, but you really don't need it. So you have that option that is $42, and you pay that every 3 months. But that's optional. You don't have to have it. But the fees that I said here, the $39.95, if you choose to just sign up as a coach and order nothing else, and the $15.95 monthly. That's what you need to be a coach and to keep your business open.
And just to put that into like a financial, some people may have already signed up as a discount coach. So that $40 would have already been in and out and washed. And so if you would just maintain your $15.95 a month, which say, for example, you order Shakeology every month, normally it's $130 plus shipping. With the 25% discount, it's $98 plus $15.95 a month. So you're saving $15 a month, even if you don't
the business
replace anybody underneath of you. But then that puts you in the position where, you know, the fellow coworker asks you what you're doing, and you say, oh, this is what I'm doing. You're able to then sign them up underneath of you and reap the financial benefits from it. Even if you just want to be more of a discount active coach that way, then you're able to at least help, you know, get some of the financial reward for your hard work.
Yep. And even offset the cost of your Shakeology, because I know a lot of coaches sign up just for that. But that's what I did in the beginning.
Yep.
So, okay, so great. How do you sign up? So you're going to talk to the person who invited you here. That's going to be your upline coach. And it doesn't really matter where you end up in the downline. Say one of my coaches invited you or one of Nicole's coaches invited you. You're still going to have access to us. So it's not like you're going to sign up with the person who invited you. But you're going to be part of a team. So you're going to have a lot of upline coaches to take care of you. So you're going to pick a fitness program, and that's the person that invited you here is probably the person who knows you best and will be able to best guide you as far as picking a fitness program for you that's appropriate, that fits with your lifestyle. You're going to order a challenge pack. You're going to participate in the next challenge group. Nicole and I run separate ones. My next one starts on the 23rd. Yours is on the 30th, I think, Nicole?
Yeah, we're doing the refresh first, and then this challenge group will
start. Yeah. So you're going to participate in the very next challenge group. And then you're going to decide if you want to walk, run, or fly with the business. So this is a term that I use that kind of like tells me how you want to proceed with the business. So if you want to walk, then maybe you want to be a discount coach. You want to get the 25% discount on the products. You're not really interested in making any sales. You kind of want to work on your transformation first, see how it goes, and then you will talk to people about it. But you're not really sure about it just now. So we call you a discount coach. You're going to walk with the business. Or you can be a hobby coach, and that means you're going to run. You're going to actively talk to people about it, but you're not going to, necessarily want to build a team right away. So you're not really running with the business. You're not really flying with the business. You're just running. So you may still have a full-time job. This is a lot of my coaches. I'm going to say it's probably 90% of my coaches are hobby coaches. So they still have full-time jobs. They love the products, and they do enjoy sharing it with others. They post on their social media. They invite people, and they earn the extra income, and they are slowly taking a liking to the business. Kind of like, this is how I started. So, or this is how I transition. Or you can be a business builder, and that means you are all in with the business and you want to fly. You want to start, building a team right away. You want to hit diamond right away. You want to, you want to work this business every single moment that you have available on your free time. This is what you're going to be doing. You would call you a business builder. So you're going to fly with the business. Now, you are going to be the ones to tell us how you want to proceed with this. You don't have a boss when you sign up as a coach. You end up being your own CEO. So this is your business. So you're going to tell us how we should match your efforts. So you're going to, whatever you decide to do, we're going to meet you halfway. So if you tell us you want to fly with the business, we're going to dedicate the same amount of time that you're putting into it, into helping you succeed and reach your goals. And if you tell us you're a discount coach, we're still going to support you. Obviously, we're still your coach. We're still going to show you how to do things. And every time you need help with the business, or if you want to transition into hobby coach or whatever it is that you want, we're still going to be here to support you. So it's you pick your path and you decide how you're going to proceed. We're just here to support you. That's all we're here for. You want to add anything, Nicole?
And then just make sure that you continue to keep that line of communication open with your upline or with us, so that we know, you may transition. Like Bianca said, she started maybe as like a hobby and then fell in love with it and started more as a business builder. We're like, I started right as a business builder. I was up at 3 a.m. and at 5 a.m. feeding my son, listening to podcasts, and I just couldn't think about anything else. I was in love with this company and everything that it brought, and I knew I wanted to stay at home with my kids with this, and I had a deadline and I wanted to make it happen. And you may kind of transition through it. So as you do that, just make sure you keep the communication open and that you're the one driving the force to your own path that you want to take with it.
Yep. All right. So as we're closing up the call, I just want to make sure that I leave you guys with some questions. I want you to ask yourself, like, who are the people in your life right now? Who are your friends? Who are your family members? Or who are the people that you know that can use your help, that this would be a really good solution for? I know if somebody, the person that invited me here, invited me to be a coach, I cannot thank her enough for presenting me with this opportunity and for believing in me when I didn't even believe in myself. I didn't think that I had what it takes to be a good coach. And she was the one that was constantly telling me that, you know, yes, you can. You have so much potential in you and you're just not realizing it. And, you know, we want to be the same person for you guys. We believe in you because we know that there's so much more potential in you. You may not realize it because it's really hard for us when we are, you know, on the outside to see these things, but people on the outside, so the person that invited you here saw that in you. So even if it's hard for you to see it, just believe in them and let their confidence kind of radiate on you so that you can start having that belief as well. What kind of difference would this opportunity make in your life? So are you happy with how your life is going right now? And, you know, it may not be that you're necessarily unhappy, but you are, you have room for more positivity in your life, or you have room to be healthier, or, you know, you have room to make a little bit extra income. What difference, where would the changes be in your life? Like how, in 2 years, 3 years from now, if you were to be successful with this business, where would it take you? What are your fears? I know for me, I was dead scared that I was going to fail. I have this idea of perfection in my head, and I've always had this, and it's something it's a daily struggle for me, something I battle with. But I had this sort of horrible fear that if I started, I had to be the most amazing coach, or that, you know, I was a failure. Just being here kind of allowed me to recognize my value and my own self-worth, and knowing that I don't have to be perfect. I'm helping, even if I signed up in 2 years and I'd only helped one person, it would still have meant a lot to me to have been here. And so this is what I focus on. And I've helped way more than one person. And, you know, that's a big difference in my life. And it makes me feel valued, and it gives purpose to my life. So what is your why? I could sit here and tell you for like 5 hours what my why is, but I'm going to leave that to you to think about, you know, what is it that would push you forward? What would be the reason that would get you going, that would make you get up out of bed each morning when you don't feel like it, when it's raining out and when you're tired and you stayed up all night with a sick baby? What's going to be that one thing that's going to get you up and out of bed? Because that's the thing that's going to push you forward. If you have a strong why, the coaches that are here to have a strong why are the coaches that succeed. So you may not know what your why is just yet. I know when I started, I didn't know what it was, but we will work with you in developing that why and in finding out what it is for you. Like, what is that vision for you? You may not know what it is, but that's what we're here for. And we'll help you through personal development and all that good stuff. Ask yourself, what does success look like to you? Because, you know, it's very different for everybody. Like, if my idea of success is not having a ton of money, it's not having a big house and, you know, all these cars, and that doesn't mean anything to me. Like, my idea of success is just being comfortable. So what is your idea of success? So you have to start thinking, if, you know, what would I have to do? How much money would I have to make in order for me to make this opportunity worth my time? Because you are going to have to dedicate time to it. So be it you need $50 a week, or be it you need $500 a week. You know, what is it going to take to make this worth your while? And figure that out, because you're going to need to tell the person that invited you here what that is when you sign up. What would it mean to you if you were to reach your goals? Or more importantly, and I left this question out, but what would it mean to you if you did nothing? You know, if you had all these goals and you did absolutely nothing to reach them? Ask these things to yourself, because these are the questions that are going to help you decide whether this is for you or not. You know, I know for me, I knew that I was meant for more. I knew that I wanted more out of life. So it wasn't why I signed up, but this is what it ended up being. So, you know, you have to kind of sit down, and this is something that I did when I decided to coach full time. I actually literally sat down on a piece of paper and I listed all the pros on one side and all the cons on the other side. And by far the pros outweighed the cons. So that's why I decided to, okay, well, I'm not going to go back to nursing full time. I'm going to stay home with the girls, because it just made sense. So do the same thing with yourself. Does it make sense for you to sign up? Does it make sense for you to start a business? Does this fit in with your life and your goals and your vision? Because if it does, then this may be the right place for you. And we'll be happy to have you. And that's it. I talk a lot. Go ahead, Nicole.
Really, that you summed it up great. It's just a matter of figuring out where this opportunity could make a difference in your life. And, we are products of the product, and it's made a huge difference in my life and completely took me on a different path than I ever thought it would. And I'm so thankful for it every day. But that doesn't mean that same path would work for you. So it's just a matter of getting out of your comfort zone a little bit. It may be a little scary. New things are scary. You may wonder how you're going to be able to do it, but those are one of those things. If you have any inclination that it may be for you, then you figure out the rest along the way with all the support of the team, and we help you, get through it all and to help get to your goals, whatever they may be.
Yep. All right. So that was it. Anybody have any questions? I'm going to go ahead and stop the sharing and then stop the record if I can. Let's see how I do it.
You're the only one on. So do you have any questions?